A huge pay raise coming for the men that you've elected to run Harris County's Precinct 8. 8 precincts, that is. We are talking more than 6 figures of an increase.
Yeah, right now, constables make $178,000 a year, and county commissioners agreed this afternoon to bump up that pay to nearly $300,000. That is an increase of 63%.
KPRC2's Rochelle Turner witnessed the divisive moments that led up to that vote.
I'm here to protest the budget that y'all are trying to allocate. Trying to give police officers more money when it could be used for our communities, schools. There's a lot of things I can name off the top of my head right now that I know my old high school needs. Yeah, y'all try to put more money in police officers' pockets. It makes no sense to me.
Thank you for your commitment in ensuring our county law enforcement personnel paid is on par with HPD counterparts. That action speaks volumes about your dedication and your public safety and your value and place in hard work and sacrifices of your deputies.
The budget showdown took center stage inside Commissioner's Court. Commissioners Leslie Briones and Adrian Garcia say public safety is a top priority, and that means pay parity for deputies and constables to stop them from bolting for higher paying jobs.
With the city of Houston raising law enforcement officers' pay 36.5%, we are losing our officers because they can get paid more in another agency. Not on our watch, because it's affecting all of our safety. We want to make sure we have the deputies staying here in Harris County to respond to calls for you and your families.
But County Judge Lena Hidalgo is sounding the alarm, warning the county simply can't afford it with a $200 million deficit.
Our hands are tied because colleagues decided not to go to the voters on this $108 million increase for law enforcement that we couldn't afford, that I fully support this pay increase. But if we can't afford it, we can't afford it, okay?
All 8 constables were present, and Precinct 4 Constable Mark Herman had a pointed message for 3 commissioners.
Commissioner Briones, Commissioner Ramsey, Commissioner Garcia, the 3 of you will go down in history as saving Harris County law enforcement. There is no doubt in my mind. And what was fixing to happen, and the 3 of you recognized it. Others, I don't think really care, but everyone was fixing to vacate Harris County and go work for John Whitmire and the union down there.
Well, that was Rochelle Turner with that story. Those raises will happen as long as the budget gets approved, and there's a clash over how that exactly is going to happen.
Yeah, the county is facing a budget deficit of at least $200 million, and commissioners disagree on how to bridge that financial gap. Commissioners Leslie Briones and Adrian Garcia say it can be done without cutting essential services. Judge Lena Hidalgo, on the other hand, warns deep cuts are on the horizon.
All this is against the dramatic backdrop of last week's meeting, after which commissioners voted to censure Hidalgo. KPRC2 News' Rowan Belogan is downtown with more on the tension at the county commission.
The 4 commissioners' precincts cover over 6,000 miles of roads, bridges, sidewalks, and more, part of which maintenance and upkeep comes directly from the commissioners' precinct budgets. Harris County faces a $200 million budget deficit, but the budget director, Daniel Ramos, says the budget could be balanced. Here's the exchange he had with Commissioner Rodney Ellis.
When we got the final property tax numbers and we got the final numbers for pay parity, we were right at a $200 million deficit.
So instead of 270 is 200.
And this proposed budget is balanced. So what we are proposing for expenditures and equals what we expect to get in revenue.
But Ramos and Judge Lena Hidalgo say cuts are necessary. Hidalgo says commissioners should consider reducing their precinct budgets.
I would like to ask them, Commissioners Garcia, Ramsey, and Briones, I call them the GOP 3. What are you willing to sacrifice from your $90.3 million budget per precinct to cover the $200 million deficit?
This adding another inflection point to the Commissioner Court drama after last week's censure votes against Hidalgo.
Just because you lose votes in Commissioner's Court doesn't mean, well, I know, we'll punish those that didn't agree with me. And that's not a way that we should operate. You should operate in a general sense.
So county constables aren't the only ones asking for a pay raise, but also in Commissioner's Court today were county district judges asking for a raise in pay. Now, there will be more meetings in the coming weeks to address the budget, but we won't get a clearer picture until about September. In downtown Houston, I'm Ramon Belogan, KPRC 2 News.